Hey guys, so I always see on the forums people asking, what lock should I buy? What's a good lock? Well, this is, to me, probably one of the best locks you can buy for 20 bucks. It uses a full size key and knob cylinder, has the spinner, and then it's got some more stuff inside there, but let's get it picked open and then I'll show you guys that. Let me go ahead and show you the key. It is a full size 6-pin SC4 key, and that's the bitting on it. But let's get it in the vise and get it opened up. I'm going to be using a 1.2 millimeter pry bar from Mad Bob and my favorite, the Peterson Gym in 25 thousandths. Alright, so I think just got a little click out of pin 3 and it to core rotated a little bit. I'm gonna reset it and try this again. Alright, that was pin 3 again. That feels like pin 4 was binding. Got a little click out of it. That was another click out of 4. Sounded like we overset something, so let's go try it one more time. I'm gonna use a little bit heavier tension this time around. That is pin 5 and pin 6. Got a couple clicks out of pin 2 and then pin 4. Feels like pin 6 is binding now, so try to get underneath of it and give them a little push. There we go. Pin 1 is hiding behind that tension wrench and holding this up, but alright, now we can get it opened up. Try to keep it in frame there. Now, this lock is a little bit of a pain to get opened up, but once you've done it once or twice, you get the hang of it. It's not too bad. First, start by taking that out. Then we'll need the key. Pop the shackle out. And then there's a screw down on this side, the same side with the spring. We'll go ahead and try to get it out without having to take out the spring. Alright. And see, this is one of the other features I was talking about. It has the ball bearing, the spinner, this security plate, I think is what it's called. It's pretty thick, I'd say at least an eighth of an inch thick. And then it does have the anti-bypass wafer, which I don't think it's going to make much of a difference because the tailpiece is solid. You won't be able to get the bypass tool in there anyway. Other side. Okay, take the key. So all of the key pins are standard, but if you look closely there, get some light so you can try to make them out. It definitely has undercuts in it. I'm gonna focus there. See, it has one light serration on all of the chambers. That on pin 5 or chamber 5, it came like that. I'm not just a artifact of manufacturing, I guess. Made it through quality control. So let's get the key pins out. Try to, maybe you can see it a little better now. So that's the counter milling on all the chambers. It's not gonna keep the picker out of it, but it does make it a little bit better. It's you can tell that they tried. It's really all you can say about that is they didn't not do anything, but that is their serrated pin. Kind of some thick serrations on there, so it does give a little bit of counter rotation whenever you're picking them. That's just a standard pin. And then this pin, I'll come back to it, but if you look at it, you can see it has flat spots. So this pin is actually triangle. I don't know if it's gonna come through on the camera, but okay, maybe there. You can kind of see that it has the 3 flat spots, then they're rounded, and then it's round on both ends with a tapered end on it on both sides. So we'll come back to that, but it's a pretty interesting pin. I haven't been able to find anybody else talking about that. And that's just a standard pin there. Another standard brass pin. And then we have another one of those serrated, thick serrations on there. Okay, so pin 3, that's the one I was talking about, or saying we'd come back to, and let's go ahead and get that out of the way. So even if it's got to be an anti-bump feature because it has a different spring in that chamber only. But if you take this pin, alright, focus. Okay, if you take this pin, it doesn't go all the way into the chamber, it just sits inside there. No matter how hard you push it, it just kind of sits there on the top. Even though the key pin it's not what's holding it up. So it'll sit like that even if it doesn't have a key pin in it. So that's another reason that, or another thing that leads me to believe that it's just a anti-bump feature, and it has a smaller stainless spring or steel spring. There it is. So compared to the other springs, it's quite a bit smaller, and it does have a molybdenum alloy shackle, the spinner, a ball bearing, counter milling, 2 security pins, and a bump pin, a full size kick cylinder. So for 20 bucks, I think you're getting 20-25 bucks depending on where you got it. I got mine on Amazon and it was overnighted for 30 bucks. But this is a lock I use and I think it's well worth the money. Alright guys, thanks.